Hey everyone, Julie Salant. I am thrilled to be here with you today. I am an intuitive healer and animal communicator, and I help people reconnect to their hearts. I help them find their superpowers and gain clarity around their next steps for them to reach their soul's purpose and path in life. And I wanted to give you just a quick video today because I had a channeling the other night that came through that was very on point for me, and I thought it might help you. One thing that I have struggled with my entire life has been expectations. Both of my parents were very successful, and they made being successful look easy. I don't think I ever saw a lot of the hard work that they put in. It was always just assumed and expected that they did really well in what they did professionally. And they always were very good at what they did. My father won many, many awards. And this came up for me in a lot of different ways. And it showed up um, as I was someone who really wants to be the best, right? I want to be a master at whatever I'm doing. I want to be recognized as a master. I want to complete any task well. I have a lot of pride in what I do, be it professionally, be it spiritually, be it physically, whatever area of life you're talking about. Most people have goals and expectations in every area of their life. And if you don't, you should, but that's another video. um, but I understood that these expectations that I placed upon myself started to hurt me in a lot of different ways. And the reason that they hurt me was because I always expected to be a master in a nanosecond, right? I never gave myself time to fail, to learn, to fail, and to learn again. And I never really understood how long it takes to become a master at anything. And because of that, I always felt feelings of guilt, shamed, not good enough, frustration, and then I would quit, right? So it could be personally, I would quit something. It could be in working out. If I had a goal, I'd quit. I'd just say, forget it. I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. I don't have enough grit. I'm not strong enough. I can't do this. And then you get into this constant loop in your mind of, I'm just not good enough. And that sucks because what that does is keep you in a low level vibrational frequency, right? And that you emit this out to everyone around you, to the world. And then what happens? The universe gives you back what you're putting out. So the way to change all this would be, there are a couple different ways, but first what I want to ask you is, what would your life look like if you could change or lower your expectations? How would your life be different? And the best way to do this is to just change it up. You can still have high goals, you can still have high expectations, you can still want to be a high performer, but there are better ways to do this. And let me give you some examples. So the first one is change or lower your expectations of yourself. And what I mean by that is get realistic, okay? Because none of my expectations were realistic. In other words, nobody goes out of the gate and is a master at anything. I don't care if you're doing, karate or qigong or tai chi, or if professionally you want to be a vice president, or spiritually you want to achieve enlightenment, which you never actually get there. It's all about the journey. But the first part is make your expectations realistic. That's the key. In other words, what can I do in the next month? What can I do in the next 6 months? Or what do I want to do in the next year? And whatever that goal is, make it realistic. If you're sitting here professionally and you're earning $50,000 a year, which is awesome, it's great, but you say to yourself, I want to make $1 million. Realistically, yes, it's good to have goals, but realistically, if you want to say, I want to make $1 million in the next year, you might want to rethink that. Yes, it could happen, right? It could happen. But maybe 250,000 might be more realistic, and then a stretch goal of 350 or 4. So I'm just throwing that out there. That's a good example. So make them realistic. Okay. That's the first step. Second of all, give yourself enough time. I never gave myself enough time because I always wanted to be a master right out of the gate. That never happens. Never. So learn from my mistakes, right? Make this easy for yourself. Give yourself the time to learn and to fail and to learn again. And by the way, there's no failure. Another big lesson. There's just lessons. There's no failure, guys. It's all about the journey. That's point number 3. It's all about the journey. In other words, right here, as you're watching this video, I'm with you now right here in real time. There's no past and there is no future. It's just right now, right? So allow yourself the time to enjoy the journey. If you're an Olympic athlete, they don't get to the Olympics in like, a month or even a year. It takes them lifetimes of practice and learning and refining and failing, getting up and learning again. And that's the only way that you can do it. So give yourself enough time to realize your expectations and make them realistic enough so that you can reach them. And so that means just lowering them and changing them just a little bit. And then find the happiness in the journey. This is the biggest thing. My father always said this: learn to enjoy the ride, right? Because you only get one ride around, you only get one trip around, and that's it. And you just never know what's going to happen in the future. So give yourself the time to enjoy the journey. And you know what? If you fail, brush yourself off, get up, try again the next day, because we all fail. And by the way, everybody out there that's a master doing anything that you're envying them and saying, oh my gosh, they make that look so easy. That's the point. They're doing something really hard, making money, riding a horse, being an athlete, that looks really easy because they've done it for so long. They've failed so many times, but they've still gotten back up and they came and practiced again. So I hope this helps you. I would really love to hear your feedback on this. And I have struggled with having such high out of sight expectations my whole life, but it doesn't serve me and it won't serve you. The better way to do it is to have high expectations, but to give yourself the time to make them realistic in the right time frame, to enjoy the journey, and knowing that you're going to fail and it's okay. And actually get used to failing and start to like it, because the more that you fail, the closer you are to your goal. All right, guys, hope this helped you, and let me know if it does, and I'll talk to you soon. And by the way, if you want to go deeper with me, I am a healer. I am really good at connecting people back to their hearts. It's my superpower. I can help you gain clarity and enjoy the ride. Thanks. Take care.